Might as well make the screen bigger for us.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. Let's see what's happening. Well, we have George here. Got myself here. I think that's it for today.
Oh no, Marty's not here. Sorry. We have Danny. Oh no, Danny's not here. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. No, nope. We don't have those guys. You're stuck with us. All right, let's see who's in chat. Slot R is in chat. He has some glitch happening that every time he orders something from Pedal Slot, a Reaver slot drops in his checkout bin. And I've been trying to replicate that all night, but I can't seem to do it. So it seems to be a glitch only on his end. We have Dan from Slot Battle Racing. He's going to be here for a bit before he jumps on to his live stream. So if you get bored of us, go there. Or whenever we wrap up, just go there, because he's got really cool content. Check it out. Bo is in the house. I hope you're doing well, Bo. Hope you're recovering well. We have the Fingers. Say hi to Gloria for us, the Fingers. And we love your Christmas theme that's happening underneath your tree. Or is it on the village? I don't know. But it's really cool. Keep it up. Jeff G's in the house. Ragtop Pat is in the house. And who else? What? Cyberg. What's up, Carlos? How you doing? Ready for the truckster runs this week? Let's see. John Tucci, how are you? Let's see. Who else is here? Oh, there we go. Sean Casey's in the house. Gene, how are you, man? Love the 124s, man. You got 4 of them. That's keep on growing that. It's good. DeLeon, long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Dana G, thank you for dropping in. Bill Royal, how are ya? And Slot Car Daddy's in the house. Garage of Slot Cars, how are you, man? So you unboxed the GTYs. Hope they're treating you nicely. They treat me kindly. Love those cars. Chris Fredder, how are you, bud? I've seen your indoor setup. Good to see ya. And who else do we have? Robert Lee.
Oh, Rel? Not Rel.
Yeah. Neil Martin is here. Thank you for stopping by. Sunday Slot Cars. What's up, Sunday? Billy. Gotta call those offs. Just kidding. Was fun though. Thanks for Saturday, bud. Dusty. What's happening, Dusty? Doing good. Yeah, I think I got everyone. I don't know if I missed anyone. I missed anyone.
Race team.
Who?
Flower Out Race Team. I don't know how to say.
Oh, that's Sean Casey.
Is that Sean Casey? Oh.
Yeah, that's Sean Casey. So Sean Casey's switched Flavor Art.
Oh, Flavor Art.
Yeah, race team. So that's his company. It's Flavor Art, and so since he started GRL, he changed his name quickly to Flavor Art.
Flavor Fav, I thought it would have been. You would have had the big gold chain.
Flavor Fave? Yeah, that's right. Run Fast, how are you, bud? Good to see you. Sunday's shipping out packages. I picked up my package on Saturday. Thank you very much. Hey, 132 Latvia, Slot Cars is in the house. Dusty, your brother's stuck at work. Otherwise, he would be here. You could always take his spot, Dusty.
Dusty should join us.
I know.
Dusty.
We only have 3 more after this. Come on, Dusty, make an appearance.
Dynamic duo.
Dynamic duo. Who's the dynamic duo? Who's the dynamic duo? Who said that? All right. Here to learn. I don't know. Can you teach us? Can we teach anything, George? I don't think so. I don't know what they come here to learn. You can learn how two guys can mess up what's coming out in 2024 for sure. No problems. Yeah, because I have no idea. We're just running from the seat of our pants here. All right. So, anyway, let's start with how the week's been. I saw, George, you got a bunch more of those midgets in. Actually, the new camera angle, it shows how your track is is kind of like getting rubber down. It's starting to get the rubber down properly. Looks pretty good. Like it. But you have a really big lineup of midgets now. How many do you have, George?
Let's see. We're missing 4, so we have 11.
11.
So 4 more coming.
Did you expect that amount of turnaround for the
I
midgets
thought
when
maybe
you called?
7 or 5 at most.
Yeah, it's
Not
been pretty
15.
cool, right?
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
So I was really looking at that 360 camera stuff. I'm gonna wait. That'd be kind of cool to put that in the middle of the track, and then you can actually run the videos because it'll take, all the oval, which would be a good idea.
Yeah, 360 cameras are cool. I'm having fun with those. But yeah, definitely. It's a good thing to pick up. I just, hopefully there's more support from YouTube. YouTube used to be pretty good with the 360 support, but of late I find like if you record the 360 video and then upload it to YouTube, it does not convert it to 360 for some reason. I don't know why. But if I live stream directly in 360, it will stay in 360. But the problem with live streaming directly is you use your phone's data to live stream because that's how the 360 camera connects. And then
Through the phone.
through the phone, yeah. So it sends it doesn't come. It won't go through your Wi-Fi because it uses the Wi-Fi connection to talk to the phone. So it locks in the Wi-Fi signal there, and then it broadcasts using your phone data to live. So then we get a lot of lag issues if you have like bad cell phone reception. Then you have to drop the stream down in resolution. So that's what's been happening with the streams I've been doing. Yeah. But it's cool to have the 360 view. It gives you kind of cool effects. But recording and then reframing, like I did in the second video where I actually reframed and spun the camera around and, zoomed in, zoom out. That's kind of cool. And you can do some really cool creative edits with that. So definitely something they can mess around with. Yeah.
Hello, Charles Jackson. There's somebody I haven't
Charles
seen before.
Jackson.
Shalom.
Rally Roll and Senor George. Shalom. Rally Roll. Rally Roll. Okay, cool. That's cool. All right.
Hey, George, anyone ever say you look like... Who's EVH? That I don't know.
I don't know. Frankie, what's up? Yeah, Frankie was kind enough
Help me
to
out,
host us over the weekend. And yeah, we had a great time on Saturday. I got to spend the day with MP too. That guy, that guy.
MP, that guy.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, the midgets. You got now 11 of them. You're gonna have how many total?
Eddie Van Halen. Wish I had his talent.
Yeah, lots of stop and go traffic. That's correct, Bo. It was more like crash and go traffic, not stop and go. So, and did you watch MP sneakily drop? So, first thing, MP smashed my Porsche and knocked off the arrow in the back. Second thing, he got up. He kind of like, you saw him blatantly throw my car off the track. We saw that. We all caught that on 360. I hope all of you noticed that. So, very unsportsmanlike conduct from that man, but yeah, but it's cool. We had a lot of fun. My cars took a beating, by the way, George. I don't know how many times they were dropped off the track or smashed from behind. It was not fun.
Oh, jeez.
But it's a good thing I took cars that were already smashed up, so that's fine. At one point, I almost thought I'd unbox one of my new cars and put it on the track. Then I looked at the state of the cars that I had left, and I was like, no thanks. Yeah. So.
Hey, you know who's on? We could get him to come on.
Who's that?
Calling Travis out. Travis, that slot car guy, come join us. We need a
Oh,
third one. We need a third wheel, dude. Think you can help us out, mate? Like you guys say in Australia. We say,
uh,
"Vato, órale, se puede ayudar."
mate.
What happens?
Yeah, MP was up to his shenanigans, but
MP, yeah. What a
let's
guy.
see.
Throwing your cards around.
Yeah, it was blatant too. We all caught it on camera. My 360 was running.
360 view, you got him.
Let's see.
I'm filming, boys. Okay. He says he's filming.
What is he filming?
Yeah, I don't know. He's doing his channel stuff, maybe. Because I think Tuesday is just around the corner for next week, so got to get it done
All right.
tomorrow.
Well,
Actually, Daryl.
that's fine. It's all good.
Yeah.
So, all right. So where were we anyway? What were we talking about?
Our week. How the week went.
That's right. Our week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about your week?
Well, my week was fine. I mean, it's always like my Saturday was an epic Saturday. It started at 7 o'clock in the morning, and went over, picked MP up, drove 2.5 hours to Sarnia, met up with Frankie, his brother John, who's an amazing person, who has a big collection of figurines, and actually had a YouTube channel that was over 200,000 subscribers. So, pretty great guy. And then we met Billy, we met Amanda, and obviously Billy and Amanda are my crack dealers. So I got my 16 cars that I picked up. And then when we had lunch, we went over to the Oval, and you saw the carnage that happened there. And then from there, we went to Frankie's, and then we ran some races. And then we did some time attack, of which MP was the fastest with the analogs. And surprise, surprise, but Amanda was fastest on the digital side of things when we changed up and put silicone tires on the Formula One. So that was really good. Hey, Daryl's in the house. Hey, how are you?
Hey, Greg Gobb too.
Greg Gobb is here. Holy moly. Yeah,
Everybody
and then
knows the end is coming, so they're coming to see us. The end is near.
the end is near. Yeah. And then after that, what we did was, we came back, and then I was on a Zoom call with all my slot vendors, because we were discussing. Oh yeah, before we go any further, we hope Boone has a speedy recovery. I've been talking to him. I've been messaging him. He's got a lot of people that messaged him. So speedy recovery for Boone. But anyway, so we had a Slot Vengers call, which was amazing. We had it was therapy for dads. That was really the concept behind that call, and it went well. I thank all of you for that. And then I stayed up for Pete's live stream, and I was up till 5 o'clock in the morning, and that was my day on Saturday. So a pretty full hobby Saturday, I'd say. So, and that's that was epic. So I was pretty happy with that. Amanda being faster. Oh God. Sunday slot cars. Billy. Anyway. So then you cross over from one 2-lane track to another 2-lane track. Yeah, it was pretty cool. You can check out the 360 cameras. Yeah. Oh, Dave, you mean person. Well, I did tell Boone. I said to him, I was like, "We just need your terrain to be epic, not your injuries, mate. Like, that's not what we need." So anyway, but we hope he recovers quickly. But yeah, that was pretty much my week. Obviously, getting ready with the cars, and nothing crazy out of that. Obviously, there's a lot of Black Friday sales. Did you take any advantage of the Black Friday deals, George?
I didn't really. I mean, I wanted to get those NSRs, and in the blink of an eye, they were gone. Those are the ones that went real fast. They were $55.
Which
They're
NSRs were
both
those?
the Formula 86 through 89
Oh, okay.
white ones, and then they had some Mercedes, two different ones, and I went back and they were gone. People scooped those up like that for $55 for NSR F1 car, the 86 ones to the 89. That's a great deal. Those cars are so easy to tune for a beginner.
Okay.
So that's why it sold so fast. Yeah, but those are gone in a heartbeat along with the Benz. So the NSR cars went quick. I think they still have some Revos, Toyota Revos, for $10 off the normal price.
Yeah.
So I didn't really get anything. I did. One thing I did get was some cars from a guy on the forum.
Okay.
He had 4 Group C cars, which was the Porsches, 962, and what's the other one, 935 or something like that. And they're in pretty good shape, man. Got a good deal on them. It turned out to be like $30 a car, so they're used, but they look like they're in real great shape. So I'm just gonna get them. I've been getting addicted to those cars since I got one, so they're fun to mess with.
All right,
yeah,
so that's cool. You get anything else on Black Friday besides the slot car stuff or anything?
No, nothing really, to be honest. I didn't grab at anything. I was late on some of this stuff, but nothing really in particular. So,
all right. What about you guys in the chat? What do you guys get? Black Friday specials? Anything? Let us know.
Black Friday deals.
Let's see. Gene says, for Black Friday, I picked up a GoPro 12 and some Racetrack Scenic stuff. Great. Good camera, the GoPro 12. You're gonna get some good footage out of that one. And Racetrack Scenics, always good stuff.
Cloverleaf too. Cloverleaf had some deals.
Yeah.
Cloverleaf's
I actually ordered another analog controller. I got a DD
302.
302, I believe. Yeah.
That the one without the traction control? Oh, it's a 302.
Yeah.
Oh no, 301 is without traction control.
No, I got the one with traction control. Whatever.
Yeah, you got the later one now.
Yeah. So I picked that up. I picked up a new macro kit, a special macro kit for my Sony. I picked up an overhead rig for my for shooting. I picked up flash. I picked up some speed light stuff because I want to learn speed light photography. So picked up a bunch of that stuff. Actually got a good deal on the lenses because I saved about $200 to $300, so that was good. And then I picked up like a whole bunch of cars from Billy and Amanda, obviously. So all in all, good Black Friday for me in terms of stuff that I got. Oh, there's a great deal on those webcams, those Logitech the 920s, because they were going for like $50. So great deal on those. I don't know if they're still on, but definitely something to look at. And if you want a really cool mic, wireless mic system for your phone or your camera or anything, the Deity mic wireless is on sale right now as well. Super cut deal. And if you're into Apple computers, the MacBook Air, which has with the M1 chip, is I think like $700, and the MacBook Mini, which is just a standalone computer, is $600. M1 chips, so pretty good deals. But when it comes to tech, I'm always on top of those things. So, yeah. Oh, Slotcar 2021 did not buy anything for Black Friday. Yeah. What? What is Billy talking about here? You guys had injured hands. Yeah. Okay, Billy. Yes, both me and MP had band-aids on our hands. And it just happened to be the opposite hands. But Billy had to point that out, so we'll let it come out. Yeah. Surprised the Pink Cobra wasn't in this electric sale. Great.
Tequila.
Yeah,
Oh, Gary.
Sunday. Billy was like, the Black Friday sale from Scholectric. He went to buy a rally car, it was $90 on sale. He's like, nope. Anyway, yeah. So all in all, great Black Friday, I guess, for some people, not for other people. But we're here to talk about next year, I guess, and look at some of the up and coming cars. So we'll go to my favorite website. We'll go to Pendle Slot. We'll look at the pre-orders. We'll go through what's coming out and see what everyone thinks.
Open a separate screen so you can see it.
Yeah, I'm going.
Everybody can
Jeez.
see it.
Jeez, George.
See what they're gonna get next year.
Don't mess. George is so.
You know, when you made that comment about the Thunder slots, I think you're right about that. I mean, yeah, I like Thunder slots, but there's no really livery of looking at them now. It's just
Yeah,
blue.
I don't know if I want. I don't know. Anyway, so let's talk about pre-orders right here. So the pre-orders are coming out. Let's go by brand, I think. So let's look at advanced slot stuff. So advanced slot, I know.
You know, like people are from Britain when they buy that one and it's out of stock down there. That blue.
Yeah, this thing, holy crap! The price on this is also ridiculous. It's not cheap at all. So
Must be something very popular back over there.
Yeah. So I don't know. How many of you have ordered this advanced slot?
I think we ordered the Formula car on top.
Yeah, how many have ordered this car? I wasn't like I get historical cars, but it wasn't something I was all into. Actually, there's nothing from Advanced Lot that really piqued my interest. Even I watched Dave Kennedy's new releases. But you guys tell me, who's owned an Advanced Lot? Anybody interested in the new Advanced Lots coming out? Let me know. But yeah, so this was Advanced Lot. What do you think, George? Do you own an Advanced Lot?
I don't. No, I have none of those. I have none of those cards.
All right. So let's go
Next
BRM.
category. BRM. Man, they come with a bunch of stuff.
Yes.
The Datsuns are interesting. The not the 510, but the other one, the 280.
The 240?
260. Yeah, 240, 260. It's same shit. It's the Fairlane. Or Fair Lady. What they call
Fair
it,
Lady.
like
That's
that.
right.
Fair Lady in Japan. I said Fairlane, but I meant Fair Lady. Yeah, it's those are pretty cool looking.
Ragtop, so Ragtop's asking a question. Let's just see here. I'll try this. So Ragtop says, "Well, will all these liveries come to U.S. market?" So the good thing about Pendle Slot, I think it ships everywhere. So you can order through Pendle. And for myself, being in Canada, Pendle Slot is probably the best place to buy for me, based on shipping rates and everything else. So, yeah. So definitely, I think it's something that you can get anywhere. And if not, I believe LEB gets them in anyway after. And there's lots of places. 132 Slot Cars, Electric Dreams, if you so dare. And there's a whole bunch of other people that get it in. So definitely going to get these liveries at some point.
I need 3 new Thunder slots.
Need 3. Who needs the 3 new Thunder slots? Oh,
Daryl.
Daryl.
Daryl's got his hookup with Cincy slot, so you don't have to worry.
Yeah. Anyway, so like I said on my last, I don't know whether it was here or something else. Like the new Porsches came out from BRM, and I love the Porsches. I think they look fantastic. But I already have like a limited edition Porsche 124 from BRM, and the other thing I was like, if you have one, do you need more of the same one? Unless you're racing it. Unless you're actively getting it, I wasn't that interested in buying another Porsche. So, and BRM is something like the 124 is not something that I actually race a lot. And when I do race, it's mostly digital. So I would buy a Carrera 124 anyway. So haven't been looking at the BRMs that much. I get tempted because they are so well done, just like a Reaper slot, but not something that I would pick up very often. Yeah.
More money, bigger car, more money,
Yeah, and it's not really about that. It's just like how often you're gonna really put it on the track and run it. So I don't know. I have been very hesitant on buying BRMs. One, they are more pricey, but two, is mostly about, am I like this one BRM I have? I've never put it on the track. I don't even open it. So I don't know. I kind of steered clear. It was in my shopping cart twice from Pendle, and I just didn't buy it. I actually ordered other things, but we'll get to that. On the Carrera, well, I don't buy anything in Carrera from anywhere but Sunday slot cars, so I don't really think. I think these have already released anyway, and these two, I guess they're coming out. But this car is already released in digital. I think this is the Evolution version that they're showing here. I don't know. So we'll skip Carrera because that is whatever. And then Fly is so big, so there's a whole bunch of Fly product coming out. I think Fly makes a really nice, intricate car. I don't know if there's anything that piques my interest here. Does anything pique your interest, George?
Hi, those Ferraris up there. What are those 250s?
The 250 LMs.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah,
that's a historical car, right? I mean, just it's a Ferrari. Le Mans 250 Ferraris.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe
917.
Yeah,
nice.
for sure. I don't disagree. BRM are incredible, 100%. It's just how often do I put them on the track and put them through their paces? I don't know. So definitely, like I said, I have one. I bought one, but I already have the Porsche and I have the limited edition one. So I didn't want to pick up a second for no reason. So anyway, under the Fly stuff, I haven't picked up a Fly car in a long while. Mainly, let's just see if I can just duplicate this for a second. Sorry. And let's get rid of these so we can get a bit bigger here, George. So we can see your reaction properly. Since we're the only two here. Ooh, there we go. All right. Yeah, so so with the BRMs, like definitely if you're into 124s, I would pick up a BRM in a heartbeat. I'm mostly a 132nd collector, so it doesn't really sit in my wheelhouse that much, but it's definitely something I would pick up. As for Fly, I used to pick up a lot of Fly cars before when I first started. And I don't know, for some reason I think the Porsche GT1's a favorite kind of car with me because I seem to have a lot of them. I've just noticed because I have the MR slot cars, I have all the Riva slots, I have the new Riva slots coming out as well. And Fly seems like every time it seems like a Porsche GT1, I pick it up. So yeah. But and then I do like the Fly cars that I really like, George, are the ones that are more like weathered cars.
Yeah,
like these ones, the art ones.
Yep.
Like these cars are the ones that I would pick up from Fly because I think there's so much talent that goes into this and they look really good. And because I don't really race them, it's more about a collector at that point, collection piece. So yeah. Le Mans miniatures. This is interesting.
They're expensive, but they're really super detailed cars. I mean, it's not something I don't think I'd want to run on a track and get smashed by a moth or something like that.
I have a bunch of the Porsches, but there's another car that doesn't run very well. Right at the box, it's okay, but it's also very delicate, like super delicate. Even taking it apart is delicate. You break so many things taking it apart. So yeah. Let's see what else we got. MR slot car, like I said, like I love them. Obviously, Ernie is somebody local, so I know that the new GT1 liveries are coming out. The Jägermeister, the Martini, and the Texaco. I'll probably pick up all three when they come out. I'll probably pick up the Momo as well, the 333, when they come out, because Ernie is local and I do support anything he does. So definitely be picking up those cars. But what do you think about the MR slot cars? You got the one that I sent down.
Yeah, and then I have the Shadow. That's the only two I have.
So what do you think of them so far? Like,
they're nice cars. I just haven't really got to tune them yet really the way I want them to. They're really beautiful and they run good out of the box. I think they could run way better if I put more time into them. But yeah, but
Yeah.
some of the liveries I really like. Some of those cars I'm not really interested in, but I am interested in obviously the one that looks like the Shadow. I want to see what that is.
Yeah.
It'd be
Oh well,
cool.
that's a white kit
Yeah.
that's coming out. So they're releasing a Shadow white kit.
I'm sure they'll
Um,
release something else. I would hope besides.
Yeah.
what
So I
they-
believe there's another livery that will be coming out. That's according to what I remember Ernie saying. But I'm not too sure about anything else. But like these Porsche GT1s, these are fantasy liveries. They never really existed. So you never put it. I wouldn't put it past Ernie to release some fantasy liveries on the Shadow. You never know, right? So it would be pretty cool if it had the Martini livery on it, I think. But we'll see, hopefully. But so yeah, so there's a couple of questions here or things that people are saying here. So Carrera, here's something here from Slotcar 2021. Carrera failed to deliver most of their cars. I guess that's an issue across the board. Heard Pioneer brought back production to UK. This is true. I think Carrera has been a bit behind the 8 ball with their releases, especially to Canada and North America in general. So hopefully they rectify that in the near future. Gary says his next year is an Omni slot box year. So good on you, Gary. Oh yeah, DeLeon will get the Jaeger GT1. Yeah. Give me some rally cars. I believe Scalarific has a lot of has some rally cars coming out with DPR hatch. So I think Sunday you're taken care of there. We'll get to that in a second. I have SCX on real order for rally. Actually, SCX does a lot of rally cars too, so we'll get to that.
The Spaniard companies will do always rally. That's one of their main things over there. So
yeah.
any Spanish company.
So Dusty says he loves the MR slot cars. I like the Jaeger 911 that's coming out. Yep, 100%. Yep, the Jaeger and the Martini. So a lot of people seem to be gravitating towards those. So anyways, that's the MR slot car. Then we get into NSR. So George, this is where you are. Like, I'm into the Formula Ones and the P268 for sure. Those are the two cars I'll probably pick up. And you're going for the... Hey, look who this.
The Hippie. And then the P68s, the Rothmans. Those P68s are good. Who's joining us?
It's Marty. So let me...
Oh,
Sorry,
Marty's
guys.
here.
I have to do a little bit of forensics here.
Oh,
Cause
there's double of me. That's bad. Better get rid of
yeah,
that one.
I'm seeing double of George. It's okay. But we gotta get Marty on here. So let's see. Get Marty in here. Sorry guys. 1 second. I'm doing this as fast as I can. There we go. Look at that. Marty's on screen. What's up, Marty?
What's up, fellas? How we doing?
We're good. We're good. You know what? Let's catch up with you a bit first, and then we'll come back to this.
See, I knew I would interrupt you by coming in late.
That's all right. It's not like we're doing anything crazy, are we? I don't think so. So
No, not really.
here.
I'm looking at pretty much what Roll has on his screen. So
There we go. Marty. So, how you doing, Marty?
I'm good. Just a late night at work, so
Yeah,
Just
well,
running
I
late
appreciate
tonight.
you making it.
yeah, no, good to be
Yeah,
here.
man. So, how you been? How's everything going?
good.
How's the hobby stuff treating you?
Oh, you know, it's going well. I
Yeah?
can't complain. Yeah.
How was your week, man? Catch us up.
Oh gosh, what? So last week my live stream, actually the last 2 or 3 live streams, and it's happened in this live stream before too. People have asked about classes, like
Yeah.
classes of cars, and just basic misunderstanding. I know we've talked about it multiple times, but so I put out a video this past week about talking about classes, and the feedback from that has been really pretty cool. Like just people wanting to understand what Group 5 is, and when you talk slot cars, because Group 5 was like a lot of different classes of cars over the years.
Yeah.
It kept moving that classification around. But when you talk about Group 5 slot cars, it's really that late 70s to mid 80s cars that they're talking about in slot cars. So I try to put like the basics down, and I've just had great conversations going on since Saturday, since I released that. So that's been fun. I upset a few people over the weekend too, which was interesting. Had some funny conversations and comments, and I feel bad. I don't like to upset people, but
Who did you upset?
I did. I'm not going to get into it, but I wanted to say I'm sorry.
Well, I
for
was
those
pretty
who had been
upset last week.
You know what, Marty?
Well, George, I tried to call George, and he was like not taking my calls.
Yeah.
Oh, you're full of shit.
Well,
Thanks.
that George guy can be quite a character, Marty.
No,
it's all good.
but it's been, but like in the hobby, it's been good. Thanksgiving we had a week off from racing, and honestly, I feel like I haven't spent much time on the track. I messed up my scratch build car, yeah. I haven't spent enough time down here. I'm hoping to catch up this week a little bit.
Yeah. So let's talk about Black Friday. Did you get any cool deals? Anything you brought in?
You know what? I'm not great at shopping, to be honest with you. So I don't have anything new coming in. I do have a slot car corner order I need to submit because I need some parts to fix what I messed up on my scratch build. And then I do need to pick up a couple of cars for some upcoming classes that we're racing in. So I need a Revo Slot GT car. And so I'm trying to make a decision on that. But I didn't buy anything on Black Friday or even Cyber Monday today. I haven't. Just been too busy. I haven't had a chance.
Are those Toyota Supra the GT class?
The
Revo Toyota Supras, because they're $10 off on SCC right now. I mean,
that would count. It's the GT1 Toyotas that.
They got every color of those ones: red, green, yellow. So
I saw that they were on sale. And then they also have the CLK on sale for $10 off too. So,
that's right. The CLK Mercedes.
And that's man. I like that livery too. I think that's probably the least favorite livery of the three they just released. Would be my guess.
Which one?
White one.
The white one?
No, the blue. Is it Olympia? Is the sponsor?
Oh,
that livery?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry.
Navy.
No, you're right. Olympia.
Yeah. So I think that's a great looking livery, but I think that the Pro Mark and and obviously the black and white one is probably the most popular of this last set of CLKs they've released. So
yeah, that's a pretty car.
I got the Pro Mark one.
Yeah, it looks good, man.
Yeah, can't go wrong with a nice bright yellow CLK running around the track. And it goes well with my slotted C63 one that I got too. So why not?
Yeah, nice. That's right. That's a great livery.
Yeah. I like the bright liveries. I think they bring life to the track. Sometimes the track is so dull when you have just a track. So bright liveries make it pop. So
DK Moon.
Did you do any racing with your family, Marty?
So yeah, we did. My nephews were over, and they were on Thursday, and we had not been finished eating 5 minutes, and they were like, "Can we go downstairs and race cars?" And so it ended up. I just kind of managed a race and had all the kids and the uncles racing, and
digital,
I put them
right?
in. Well, actually, no.
Really,
I made them
analog?
And I made I had the kids in some high mag cars that I have, analog cars, and I was going to. I really need to pick up a few more Carrera cars because my choices right now digital aren't great. So I put them all in fly cars. No mag for racing.
Sure, they flew all right.
And then I've got these tuned up pretty good. They stay in the slot really well.
Yeah.
But I cranked the power down to about 10 volts.
Okay.
And and I still had to do a lot of marshaling, but they really started enjoying those cars.
Yeah.
And
How many
so,
volts do
and
you
then
usually
after,
run, Marty, on your analog? Sorry to interrupt you. How many volts do you usually
no,
run? Like 12?
I usually run 12.
Yeah.
In the 2-lane version of the track, we ran 14.
Yeah, you ran more
yeah.
on the 2-lane version. Okay.
Yeah, and when I went 4 lanes, the cars were just a little too fast and punchy, if that makes sense. And so I
Yeah.
toned it down to about 12 volts. And I think that we're at a place where I probably could go to 13 and we'd be in pretty good shape. But at 14 volts, the S's get a little sloppy for most cars. And so yeah, we toned it down just a bit. But
Even with adjustable controllers. Oh wow.
yeah, well, that's the thing is I can take that out with my controller, right?
Mm.
But I have one controller that doesn't have traction control. It just has sensitivity and braking. And then one of the controllers we're using is the slotted SPC2, and so that one's a little complicated for some people to use. So it was just easier to pull the power down a little bit. But they had a blast. Like the kids and the adults, I think, all had a great time racing. So it was fun.
Cool.
Cool. That's great, man. Now you need to get a 360 camera so you can live stream that out.
Daryl always said in Dayton we run 17 volts. Jeez, criminy, man.
Yeah, that's what Daryl told me the other day. I couldn't believe that in Dayton.
I
we
run
17
18.
volts.
Oh, well, anyway, no.
Are they like really highly geared? that's a lot of voltage.
And
Gary
it
says,
seems
Marty,
like a lot
you
of
need-
voltage.
Gary says that you need more 124s in your stable, Marty.
I do. I only have a handful. I say handful. I think I have two.
Oh my god.
Two 124 scale cars.
Oh man.
So, maybe one day.
Well, Bo's going through some stuff. I know Boone's going through some stuff, but Bo's going through some stuff with someone in his life, and I'm sorry about that, Bo.
Yeah.
Hopefully she gets better soon, bud.
Sure.
Right. I know Dusty got the green opal, right?
He's waiting on
Yeah,
it.
he's waiting on it.
It hasn't
All
come in
right.
yet. It hasn't come in
The
yet.
bright green one.
Yeah, the bright green
Yeah, he's
one.
excited about it.
That Dave.
You
You
can't miss that on the track.
Yeah.
No, you can't. That's a
Yeah,
great
Bright
car too. That looks
I
fantastic.
should grab
with
one
the
too,
big wing.
since Area 51 and all that green. I should
Yeah,
grab one.
I figured you'd have one, George.
Yeah, I know. I have. Yeah, I haven't gone to. I've been into like earlier before you came on, where I was telling them that. And this is what I mean, guys. If you go to the forum board, sometimes you find good deals on cars. So I think I struck a good deal. So I got 4 slotted. I paid $130 plus
nice.
shipping for all of them, and they're all the
Heck
Porsche, different livery Porsches. And I thought, for use that wasn't bad. And then the photos, they look good. Only one had a missing mirror on it. I think it was the Kenwood car. I'm trying to remember the other ones.
That's
I
sweet.
can't remember.
I like the
but
Kenwood livery.
yeah, I've been kind of like gravitating toward those, and that's Harry's fault because Harry gifted me a car I think 3 months ago, which was the Hexel, and then he sent a set of tires with it, which is a G25 compound tires, and that thing handles great on plastic and
Oh
wood.
yeah.
So then I ended up getting the Momo, and then I ended up getting the Fat Turbo. So, it's kind of like, I'll get 4 more. so that's I've been kind of like, once I start gravitating toward one particular brand, I start attacking everything. That's how I am. Then
Yeah.
I'll go move on to another one and then deal with that. So at one point it was Revos. Now it's Slotted. Now I don't know. Tomorrow maybe something else. So who knows?
MR slot card next time. Okay, George.
Yeah, MR.
Yeah,
I only got
help-
2 of
let's
those.
help bring
I
that.
gave one to Dave as a gift because I think he needed an MR slot. I gave him the Mazda one, which was a white
Okay.
kick, so I know he could paint it. That was
Yeah.
one of the cars I gave him. It had been sitting in the box, so I think I'll give him that.
Nice.
And that Mazda is a good running car too.
It's great.
Yeah, it is.
Except its
Yeah.
wing, when it breaks, it breaks. So be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you need to take the lesson from NSR. They
Revo
have
slot.
the little bendable wings.
Yeah.
Those are really cool. That is a great feature. You don't have to worry about it snapping. At least it gives.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
probably the smartest thing you could do there. So I think eventually everybody will do that, or a magnet. One of the two.
Yeah, Revo Slots did the magnet on the
Yeah,
333 SPs. Yeah,
there's a
great.
question for you from Pistol Pete, Marty. Did you get your Maverick grabber?
Not yet, Pistol Pete.
Yeah.
He sent me a link to an eBay auction, and I had it set up to buy it, and they must not have been going for enough because the guy pulled the auction, and then it's
Really?
relisted out there again. Yeah. So yeah, I'll own that thing.
See, eBay. Sometimes it's weird because
Yeah.
those 3 Ferraris I picked up, also those Slaughters. There was 3 of them. I mean, nobody really was fighting for them. So I put a bid in, and I think I was maybe 2 bids. That's including me, and that was it. I was kind of shocked because I was like, these cars are nice. Nobody is jumping all over this, and those were like 135 for all 3 of them. Shit.
Wow.
I was like, wow, how lucky can you get? So sometimes
Yeah,
you gotta look and
out.
hope. So, but so
All right. Well, what we were doing, Marty, was we're going through the pre-orders that are at Pendle,
Oh man.
going through
oh yeah.
each of the
Yeah,
brands,
cars,
and
what
we
we're
were
talking
like,
about, right?
are we gonna buy this car? What do we think about this car? Basically, that's what we're doing.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure you
Cool.
want to jump on and get a couple of these yourself. So let's go back to that.
All right.
So we were
Yes.
Oh, man,
Yes.
this car.
no, we're gonna
All three
go
of those
here first.
dang
Slow
cars.
down, slow
Oh,
down,
okay.
slow down, slow down. With
There's 4 that I
NSR,
like there.
NSR,
The 68
NSR.
and the 917s.
Yeah, so I'm going
Maybe
for the
one of those
Formula
actually.
20. I'm going for the Formula ones, and I would go for the P68.
Yeah.
and
those
then
those
George.
2 Rothmans look pretty cool.
Yeah, so definitely those ones. George wants the hippie Porsches,
like the hippie
917s.
Porsche.
I guess you do too because you're nodding your head there, Marty.
Those are sweet. Yeah, I've got one on pre-order.
Oh, look at that.
There you go.
What about the rest of this? Anything else you want from here?
No, those classic cars really hook me in, man. The P68,
Yeah.
either one of those, the red or the blue, I would take. I wouldn't probably buy both, but I'll probably end up.
Do you
with
have a
one of them.
P68 at all, Marty, or in your?
Yeah, I have the yellow
Yeah.
number 8, yellow with the red stripe.
They're great. You put a weight in the center of them, and just tune them, man. They run good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never got the first run that they came out with, so I haven't got a P68. So I'll definitely pick up both of these 100%. I'm collecting the Formula 22, so I'll pick these up
Nice.
as well.
Rothmans.
And they nailed deliveries on those. Those look really good.
Yeah, they look good. Evans Electric has done a good job with theirs, so I'm picking them all up. And then Chris Freda is picking up both the hippies and the P68s as well. Yeah, so I guess NSR is going to get quite a bit of our cash next year. Even though I said I wasn't collecting NSR, but look at what they did to me.
I know.
Fast. Anyway, let's continue. We go to Polycar. So George is going to lose a lot.
Oh boy. This is another hole.
So George is losing all his money here because there's 4 historical F1s
More
coming
overtime.
That's right.
Way more
but I
overtime.
do like this 412 in the green. 100%.
I do too. That's the one I have my eye on.
Yeah. So
I still
Kyle
may pick
Lamy.
up the white one that just released not too long
Yeah,
ago.
the white with the blue stripe right down
Yeah.
the middle. That looks pretty sick. But
I missed the red with the blue that's got the hint of yellow that they released earlier this year. I really
Which
like
one
that
is
one. I
that,
missed
the-
it.
The Polycar are you talking about, or the?
Yeah, it's red and blue. It was the red with the blue stripes, and then it had a little bit of yellow on the back.
oh yeah, the original
Yeah.
one that came out.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have
the
that
South
one.
Africa one with the
Yeah,
tall.
yeah.
screen.
I missed on that one.
I got that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
So-
one. I have that one.
Well,
I have
Gene
all of
says.
them, but haven't come out yet. So
Gene says looking at the website reminds me of when my brother and I were kids looking through a Sears catalog. But the
Yeah.
only problem here is, Gene, is we actually can afford these now. So yeah, it's not more like
you have to bug
It's-
mom and dad for.
yeah. There's no mom or dad to put us in check here. So
Every
Yeah.
year, Dusty and I would go through the Sears catalog or the JCPenney Christmas catalog, the Wish book, and land on the slot car page and want the big AFX track that they always had. We
Yeah.
never got it,
Yeah.
which is
All
probably why I have a giant track in my basement now.
You remind now you tell your parents, no, I got a big track. Can't do anything
That's
about it.
Or Races Sideways. Well, this is already released. This one has come out already, so I have it. I know this one is scheduled to come out. This is the modern GT.
Yeah.
But I haven't even
Right
run
now-
this Huracan. I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. I need to check it
Hey.
out.
It's a good running car. I have the Win
Okay.
delivery of that. It's not mine. I borrowed it from Daryl, and he'll be lucky if he ever sees it again.
I have this one too. This is a Sideways too.
You can come visit it.
That's right. It's a really good car. I'm super impressed with it. It was the first time I'd run any of the GTs, and the only Sideways cars I have are all Group 5 cars.
Like I said, sideways cars are under the radar. They're real good cars. Not
Yeah.
too many people really gravitate
Cars.
towards them, but they're fun cars.
Yep,
Yeah,
I would
so
agree.
I'll see. Avert your eyes, Marty. Avert your eyes.
No,
Are you
So-
picking under slot?
We're going to Riva slots.
Oh, Jesus.
So everyone's
Well, the
ordered the
first row,
Datsuns.
don't
If
worry
you
about it
haven't,
because it's already done and over with.
yeah, the
move
first
on.
one's done. I ordered 2 of these ones. I ordered the black
nice.
limited edition, and I think the other black and gold livery of these. I might
Nice.
pick this one up, and I might pick this one up. So I'm thinking about picking these 2 again. I don't know what
Has
it is,
anybody
but
have you run any of those Toyotas? Are those good running cars?
I don't have the Toyotas, although I've run them at Ernie's.
Where in the
Yeah.
heck is John Albright when you need him? He's the one that's got a ton. He's got every one of these. Now he's not on tonight. He could get answered us that question.
I was talking to him
Damn
earlier.
you, John.
Frankie, we're selling for Pendle. Look, Frankie already put an order.
Put it over for Pendle.
I hope
Well,
Pendle
you
is
know,
taking notes.
He
That's
actually texted me and asked me about, if a career car was worth, competing against NSR. I told him, well, not really. You'd have to put a lot of money into it, but you're better off just buying an NSR and
Yeah.
the other stuff and just doing that route. So, had a good
Yeah.
conversation with him. I called him. So,
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, so yeah, so NSR, so Riva Slot will get me. We're all giving money to the Riva Slot fund.
Phew, Man,
So
they've done a nice
that's
job.
happening.
I love that number 52 Datsun. That thing looks
Yeah.
great.
All right,
yeah.
Scale Auto, nothing on the pre-order side, but they've just released all their 124s. So yeah, Scale Auto is something.
I'd be interested in this, the formula car. I'm curious, but I haven't really looked at it too much.
Well, they already released one, right?
Yeah. Don't you have one?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show me on camera. I know they're 124. I'm just curious. I haven't really.
Nope, this is not
It's
124.
intrigued me, but I haven't really, and I haven't known the scale auto 132nd.
Dude,
either,
the Formula One's not.
They're not
They're
124. They're 132nd, George.
Are they?
They have both. They have,
124.
so Scale Auto has
Okay,
124 and 130. So like they have the 124.
They do have both. Then.
Right? This is the 124, but they also do the 132nds. So they do the
Okay.
132nds as well. I just do that. So definitely you can get both, but the Formula One is a 132nd car. This is where like I've been saying, like I don't know if I'm gonna buy every livery that comes out of every car, because like I hardly run my Formula One cars anyway. So I don't know if I'll pick up this livery, but I'm more interested. I do believe Scale Auto is working on the Porsche 919. So if that one drops with the liveries this year, that's for sure something I'll pick up. 100%.
Yeah, the one thing about some of these cars, like like box sets, I mentioned this before. The thing I don't like about box sets is when they're kind of the duplicate car, but then you just have a different number.
Yeah,
That kind of that one kind of turns me off. I know a lot of people will collect those because maybe it's a historic, because different drivers. But It seemed to kind of be, to me, it seems like I'd rather not go that route unless they're actually a different color and not the
Yeah, I
same
would love to
livery.
see liveries in a
Honestly,
box.
my favorite box sets are the Schelectric ones because they do offer a variety of cars, or they do an era, right? Like I've always found like Schelectric does really good box sets. So like the Revo slots, like I got the Alpha one, but once again, it's the same thing. It's just Alpha with 2 cars, just different colors, right? But these ones, at least, you know, there's some sort of variation to them, or you get like they do one driver against another driver. It's always cool. But yeah,
So
Schelectric.
what's the? They have the little, what's that? In the middle, like a rally car.
I think it's a pace car or something on that one. I'm not too sure. I have no.
It's a Cortina, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the legend of
Yeah.
Jim Clark. So I guess this is all Jim Clark's cars.
Mr. Joe
I'm
Cortina,
not-
because they showed on the thing up there him driving a Cortina.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
good thing I didn't
Um,
make fun of it. A lot of British people would have hated me. Just kidding.
But yeah, Schelectric has a bunch of stuff. I'm not, like I said, I pick up only movie
Oh, you know,
cars.
wait a minute. That pink one is awesome, man. You got to get one of those.
That's for you.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah, actually, I know
that is
someone who's
awesome.
gonna pick this one up. This is a
That's,
collector that I know will pick this one up for sure.
that is definitely
and-
like Superfly status car right there.
That's right.
Yeah, so I'll pick up both the F22s.
How he ignores it now?
Of course, I'm gonna
Get
ignore
off that one now.
Get out of
Shut up,
there.
George.
Just move along here.
Move along.
yeah.
Nothing to see here.
I don't know. Yeah, Schelectric for me is just I only pick up what I think is something I know. So I don't know about the rest.
Electric. SCX.
So let's move on. So under SCX actually, which is also Schelectric, isn't it? SCX is also Schelectric.
Just that they're. It's a
So I'm
different company,
picking this
though.
one. I already pre-ordered this. This is on its way. Because
Nice.
I am a Valentino Rossi fan, so picked one of those up. But yeah, they have some.
Don't they have the
cool cars.
Kin block?
in the should
Yeah.
sell. I mean, it says out of stock. So,
Yeah,
Yeah, is that the Kin block? Yeah.
yeah, it's out. But yeah, so I you know, SCX is always around. But it's kind of cool. Like Pendle has a lot more selection than I've seen anywhere in the U.S. Per se. So, and then we get to slot it. So
Well,
there's
that's another
always
one.
the 512M.
Ferrari. Ooh,
And look how many Porsche 956s,
Yeah.
962s, Marty. Look at
Yeah,
it. Look at
man.
it, Marty.
Three
Yeah.
I need to get now.
And there's the Toyota 86. Look, your Group C, you're done for choice here, Marty. This is where you're gonna spend all your money next year.
I love those Group C cars.
Yeah,
That
you
Le Mans one is a
budgeting.
nice little livery. I like the colors on it.
Yeah.
So what's the you got Canon, and what's
Yeah.
what's the two?
This one?
One's Repsol.
Yeah,
And the other
Repsol,
one
that's what it is.
is
This is the Rothmans.
Magna.
Rothman.
Rothmans.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Okay.
Repsol.
So, and you got the Repsol one here.
Yeah, that's
That's
cool.
nice. That's sick. That's nice.
Yeah, that is
I
really
have the
cool.
reverse of this. I have the blue with the orange and the
Yeah.
white. Yeah, I got the reverse. So I might pick this one up to just. No, I'm not supposed to.
George, you said you picked up the Fat Turbo
Yeah.
and the Momo.
Should be here.
That-
Should
that-
be here
that-
2 days from now.
Okay, awesome. I love the Fat Turbo. It's a fantastic running car, and that Momo is the same mold.
What's the
basically.
difference
Yeah.
between the Fat Turbo and the Hexel? Like,
The Hexel just feels a little longer tail,
yeah.
and but my Fat Turbo is 2 or 3 tenths faster than my Hexel.
Yeah, I have both those cars. I haven't removed them from the box. They're still in packaging.
They look great.
Yeah, if anybody
I
who
put, like-
doesn't run silicone tires, I know you run silicone tires. If you put that G25 compound from Slot It on these cars right here, they really start hooking up real nicely than the stock
bet.
tires. Stock tires are okay, but that Hexel one I used, Harry gave me those tires with it, and that thing, you could pretty
Yeah.
much go around the corner almost full speed, and it does real well.
Nice.
So
That's awesome.
Yeah, Slaughter R says the slotted cars don't. He has hit or miss with them, so not sure if he's buying any more of them. I think Slotted is one brand that when you get it, you have to work on it before you actually put it on the track. It's something that.
Well, Dave, if you want to send them to America, let me know. I'll get 'em off your hands.
That was one of the complaints that I got yesterday. Is a guy posted on my video from like over a year ago when I first bought the Slotted GT40, and I said that it was a fail.
Yeah.
My tuning was a fail. He lit me up about about saying that Slotted cars were failures. And I'm like, dude, you need to watch more of my videos.
People
My very
don't
next
really
one.
look at the video; they just look at the tagline or something like that, and then
Yeah,
they
I know. He
assume
probably
that
didn't even watch it. Yeah,
you don't. Yeah. Oh, and then they just start.
I love
shooting
that
on
car. I
You like
love
this
my
one?
Slotted cars.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
You want this one?
What
This
is
is
that?
from SRC.
I don't want to pay $200 for it.
I was like, I was wondering if you're gonna catch on to that. But SRC is here. I don't know. I have one SRC that I picked up in Spain, but I'll probably pick up more when I go back. Then this Thunder Slot. Here you go. Marty's got all his money gone. Oh, that's nice, Marty.
So this is John Marks. He picked this up out of the War Eagle.
Yeah, War Eagle River
Collection.
Collection. That's Porsche.
Dude,
That
this
looks
car.
so cool.
That is a well-tuned car. If you got it from War Eagle, anybody who gets anything from War Eagle River, Scott Culp's collection, has got a badass tuned car.
Dude,
Scott knows how to
that-
tune a car.
That car is fantastic.
Yeah.
It flies.
Yeah. He knows exactly what to do with all those cars he gets. So,
But yeah, I would
they're
love to
actually
pick
a
up
real
one of
good
those,
stock car.
but I'm not going to pay $200 for it.
Chris Freda, if you didn't tell me that, I would never know. Like the Hexel one-piece tail is a little heavier than the two-piece Fat Turbo. To me, they all look
Yep.
the same. So,
Yep.
interesting.
I would agree with Chris. That's what when I'm driving it. That's what it feels a little tail heavier.
I don't
So-
have that problem whatsoever with it being tail happy. I don't know if you guys
Well-
are using I don't know if Chris is using the stock tires or using a G25 compound. But when you put the
Yeah.
G25 compound, that really takes care of a lot of the sliding, at least it being fishtaily. That car
Yeah,
that I
my-
have hardly does that.
So I would
Okay.
like all three of those.
Yeah. Okay. So Marty, how many Thunder Slots do you need? Because they're all the same car, just different colors.
I know,
Yeah.
but man, they're such good runners. I really
yeah,
like
but
them.
I mean,
I'm a
you
fan.
already got them running well. Why do you need another set to run well?
Just
special.
because, I guess. I don't know. I kind of like them. I mean, they're different colors.
too.
They're not really, like you
Well,
said,
I don't-
historical liveries.
I don't have a Lola, but I already
You
have a
don't-
red Elva, so I probably won't get the red Elva. I'm kind of a cheapskate. I
I'll
won't.
probably buy the
spend
Elva.
too much.
If anything, I'll probably buy an Elva because the only Elva I have is the one that you sent me, Marty.
Yeah,
And I haven't even run that. I think I run it once. I
I-
haven't
I
really.
think
And then I have
I
the
think the
Lola.
best ones that they've
I
come
have
out
the other
with
ones. Yeah.
are the two McLarens they had last time. Those things are just. I was
They're
playing
phenomenal.
with those 2 nights ago. The blue one and the
Yeah.
yellowish.
the mango.
Those cars are just gorgeous. It's
They
kind
run
of a. I don't know. I know what you're saying, Raul. It's kind of like, like
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's I don't
not
know.
really exciting.
Could I
kinda
have a
like, yeah,
wall
it's
of
kinda let down.
Lolas? Like here's
Yeah.
my Thunderslot collection. It's a wall of Lolas, just different colors. I don't know. Like maybe different liveries, but these are not liveries. They're just colored cars. Like the bodies.
Yeah,
are
these
just,
are. Yeah, these are like fantasy
Yeah.
liveries.
Yeah.
I don't. I have mine are open cockpit Thunder Slots, and I'd like the closed cockpit Lola.
Yeah. I got
That's-
the
of
baby
three, that's
blue
probably
one.
the one I'll get. Yeah,
I got a baby blue Lola
with
T70.
the yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good looking car.
Yeah, I have that one.
Have the
I
dark
have
blue one, the
I
dark
have
blue one
each
too.
one of these cars already. I just don't have them in these colors, so I don't know if I'm gonna pick them up. But I might pick an Elva because the one that I got is already modded. So, might pick up the red Elva, probably.
Well, number 30 is actually, because I didn't really read these well. Number 30 is a 65 winner. I don't know if that was an actual. There's no name
Yeah, I
for
guess
it.
so. I
mean,
guess that
you can ask
era
how
of cars was
classic-
very simple. and
Somebody
liveries.
who'd know more about the history of this would probably correct us that if they are actual cars, and that raced or not. I
Right.
don't know.
Now
Yes, I
this is
don't.
one car I'm probably
We have
gonna
that.
pick up. I have it 137. This is a 124 scale. It's so gorgeous. I don't know. This TTS car just got me. I saw it on, I think, That's Laka Guy's news, and I've been hooked. And look at the detail on this thing. Crazy. Look at that. Anyway. But yeah, I'll probably pick this one up. I think I will. Oh well. But anyway, yeah, so that's from Pendle. I don't know if anyone else has any other new pre-orders that are coming out or any new cars that we should be looking at. But what my next question is, what would you like to see in 2024 that you haven't seen yet?
Man, I know. Good question. See what the chat says. I think they'll have more imagination than I do.
Yeah, well, we probably have some ideas, right?
Well, I mean, so right off the top of my head, the first thing that comes to mind is a couple of the Ken Block cars from somebody like
100%.
Slotted or that not a build your own. Not that the 3D printed stuff is not great. I just think that, I mean, we already see it in the
I don't know if
SCX.
it could do justice to a 3D through the 3D print. That's my problem. It's like, it's cool to have the shape, but will I do justice to it as opposed to buying it off the shelf that's already got the high clear coat? It's like, it
Right.
looks gorgeous, right? Like, I can't do like the fancy Ken Block livery on some of the cars, right? So 100%, like a Ken Block car coming out would be fantastic. Yeah.
The Unicorn or the what's the hill climb, the Pikes Peak hill climb car, that
The
the Hunapig.
Pegasus.
yeah, that
Yeah.
I think that would be an amazing slot car by somebody like NSR or
Well, the whole
I mean,
Hunicorn
I think the first ones
lineup.
will do it will
I
be
think.
Carrera or Skelectrics, but
Well, if you think about it, the whole Hunicorn lineup, right, from the Audi that he just did to
Oh,
the Ford Escorts that he did his original Gymkhanas with, and the Subarus that he did it with, like there's such an iconic lineup for just the Ken Block. I don't know what the licensing would be like, but yeah. So like Sean Casey is saying right here, right, like the
Or
Area
brittle as
71
eggs.
is brittle, right?
I haven't had one, so is it really that bad that they're really that fragile? That's because if you hit it, I mean, crash
Well,
it, then that's it.
3D cars do shatter. Like they shatter. Like Danny's shown it a couple of times, right, with his 3D prints. Like when you drop them, they shatter. And I don't think a 3D printed car. It's really a collector's piece. You build it and you put it aside. But I even think that unless you took the exorbitant amount of time or a skilled painter to reproduce the liveries would be almost, to me, impossible for myself. So I would love to just buy it off the shelf, like, and have it part of the collection, right? So 100%, you hit a really good one there, Marty.
yeah, and I think that like the Hoonigan guys are at a place where they are wanting to do anything and everything to memorialize Ken.
Yeah.
And so I think it's a good time for them to partner with one of these slot car companies to do something special. It will be very popular and people will pay for them. And
Yeah,
so
I'll pay premium for it. I would
Yeah.
say that.
it would just be fun to see one of those going around the track.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't fit in any specific race class. I mean, they would definitely be collector's items, but it would just be fun to have.
Yeah, good choice. What does the chat say? What do you guys want to see in 2024?
Slot R says Fiat 131.
Who? Slot R?
Slot R. Mid 80s super touring cars.
Nissan Pulsar. Oh man.
I remember those damn things.
I remember those.
Remember when you'd open the door of the
Next
trunk?
he's gonna be saying like we should do what is that Pontiac Fiero? Like he's gonna be like
Oh, the
Pontiac
Plymouth
Fiero.
Arrow, you mean? The Plymouth Arrow. Yeah, I've written those too. That's
That's funny.
I remember those Plymouth Arrow.
The
We're
Reliant
gonna
K
talk about
car.
old shitbox cars now, aren't we?
I want to see. So I love GT3s. I would love to see the new Supra GT3 that ran over the last two seasons. Yeah, I'd love to see that 100%.
Yeah.
No problem, Tad. Shout out to Tad.
I would like to see more F1s come out in the 132nds or even the 124. That would be awesome as well. So
Yeah, I think the Rexy is a pretty popular car. That would be a great Porsche to see.
yeah, I think the Le Mans winning Ferrari LMP that was from this year would be a sweet, like a hot seller next year.
I'm sure
that's
they'll
for
do
sure.
that one because it's a Le
I
Mans
think
winner. So they have
Somebody
to.
already has it in the works, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably one of them.
Yeah, I think so. I think either I know someone has it in the works. I'm not too sure. I don't think so. Carrera hasn't done LMPs, right? I haven't seen an LMP car from Carrera. So I can't think of one
Like
unless
Slotted
someone
is
else.
the one who does the most LMPs.
Yeah, Slotted, and I think now Scale Auto is doing a couple of them.
Yeah.
Because Scale Auto is tooled up for the 908, which is the Peugeot, and then they've tooled up for the 919 as well, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
And then the 963.
Yeah.
80s and 90s Japanese. Japanese.
There
Daryl,
you go.
Gremlin.
80s or 90s Japanese.
Pacer.
Yeah.
The Matador. That's another one right there. The Matador.
So who do you think is going to release slot car of the year next year? Good question. Which manufacturer? Where do you think it's going to come from?
When does Harry?
This is
release
recorded now, so it's gonna be recorded. I'm talking about next year. This year we already discussed that last week, and we said it's a shadow. Some people agree. I'd say 60% agreed the shadow. Then there's Chaparral, and then some people said other cars. But let's talk about next year. Let's talk about a manufacturer that will release a Scotty for next year. Who do you think it's going to come from?
I think it'll come from Revo.
I think it's going to be the Revo Datsuns.
Yeah?
Because I don't think we're going to see them before the end of this year.
Okay.
And
So
Slot is
Revo
still
Slot.
working on it, and they haven't come out when they have one.
Has
coming out,
Revo
but-
Slot ever won a Scotty before?
I'd have to look back in the archives. I don't know.
I always feel like the Scotty is a car that is used in races. I don't see a lot of Revo Slots used in races.
Well, it's not also based on historical terms. It's based on the value of the car.
I
How
guess so.
money value is it? How well it runs. And, the delivery also as well, and the detail.
Yeah. Oh, what's this? Roll, did you see a YouTube video? This kid built AI software for a slot car track to see if he could beat the AI. I see this happening as soon as we put speed control units or chipsets into slot cars. I see this happening more and more, where you can actually program the chipset to drive the car, as opposed to just ghost car being at constant speed. So that would be kind of cool, Jeff. 100%. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if Revo Slot will win. I hope they do. But yeah,
know, somebody may come out with a fantastic car we hadn't thought about.
I'm hoping Scale Auto brings a Scotty next year. So I'm a big Scale Auto fan. What can I say?
I can tell.
You think?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping Scale Auto gets some love next year. So
Is it usually a car that like surprises everyone that gets slot car of the year?
So the year before was the 512. The year before that was the Pioneer Legend, right? So that's when I joined. So the year I started, the Pioneer Legend was the Scotty. Then the year after that was the Ferrari 512 from Slotted. Then, right? So,
Well, MR slot car has won it before.
Yeah, he won it with the Jaguar.
The Jaguar.
Yeah. So MR slot car, then it was the Pioneer Legend.
Yeah.
And then it
2022 is the Ferrari slotted 512.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
And then
The red one.
2023 is yet to be determined. but we're saying the Shadow.
2018 was the Monte Carlo, Skeletrix Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Reaver Slot hasn't won one.
No, not that I can see.
Yeah, that's what we're
2022.
getting. Like Sean Casey,
Wait,
we've
hang
been
on.
discussing the Scotty over the past 2 weeks, actually. But yeah, Scotty Winners is always a good show. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't find it on the.
I think if you go to Home Racing World under the main forum site, there should be archives of the Scotty Awards. Because I'll have everything on the videos, or everything's archived under the main site, EHRW main site, and you search. I'm right here. Let me see, Scotty Awards. Scotty Awards. Let me see if I can find it here. Here we go. So last year was the Ferrari.
Yeah.
The year before that was, hold on. Whoa. Going all the way to 2018 was the Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look for.
I'm looking forward to the Carrera NASCARs next year too, even though it's only 2 liveries.
Yeah,
Hopefully
I think they'll be widely popular
Yeah,
here in the States for sure.
that'll be something to look forward to. I'm still waiting on the Lanciers though, so I'm not too happy. Roll no chip AI sensors on the track. It took a few laps for the AI to learn, and the AI was unbeatable. Yeah. Will be interesting. I'll have a look at that. I'll try and find the video and have a look at it. Be interesting how they program that. Unless it's interesting.
Yeah, I can imagine the AI. It could just be
Yeah.
perfect every lap.
Hey Marty, I got the new controller. I got your controller. I bought a second controller for my Omni slot box. So I got the same controller you got.
How do you like it?
Still arriving. I bought it from
you haven't got
the
it
same place where you bought yours from as well. I
Cloverleaf.
just went back to your video and I watched it again, and then I pulled the trigger and bought it from Cloverleaf. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the 304. It's you'll like it. It's a great controller.
Yeah, because I have the one step down, the one without the traction control. I already had that controller,
Yep.
but I need a second controller for my Omni slot box, so I might as well pick a good
might as well.
controller, right? So I picked
And for
the one that
$60,
you have.
it's a worthy upgrade.
Yeah. So
Yeah, the
pick
traction
one of those
control
up.
is nice.
Yeah. So George, did you
God.
find it?
No, there's so much stuff here. If
Yeah,
you
that's what I was
look, there's
finding
just
too, dude.
so, I don't know if anybody's ever gone in the archives. There's like reviews on every damn thing. If Carrera, if you look at the Carrera section, geez, yes, like I said, he's put a lot of work into this. I mean, geez, all this clay trick stuff too. Wow.
Yeah, he needs just to have a
2021 was
page with all of the
Jaguar.
winners.
What's that?
Yeah, so the first one that I remember was the Jag.
That
I
was
don't know if the Legend
2021.
actually won or was the runner-up that year. Because I think the Legend was the runner-up that year.
Now I gotta ask Harry. Shit, hold on.
He probably does have a page out there that's just an archive,
Yeah,
one single
let me
page
ask
with all
him.
the winners.
Yeah, so 2021 was the Jag.
There you go. I remember that one.
And 2022 was the Ferrari 512.
Yeah.
So we need 2020. And that was COVID's year. So I don't know what was that. What came out then? 2019, I have no idea. And you said 2018 was Monte Carlo. So
Does Harry usually do that like the last week of December?
Yeah, usually in December he'll do it. But
Yeah.
look at the article. What was the date or the date of the video? That's when you'll kind of find out. Let's see. This one was 2022. He did this December 31st. So
Slot
yeah,
car
before the end of the
news?
year.
Question mark. What's up, Dave? How are you? We're just trying to figure out who won the Scotty Awards over the past couple of years, because we're trying to predict which manufacturer will win the Scotty Awards next year. Trying to lay down, trying to see if we can figure that out, just for fun. But we're getting stumped with who won the Scotty over the past couple of years, so we're trying to figure that out. So that kind of gets you up to speed with what we're doing. Yeah, I don't know how long has Harry been running the Scotties, because I see one from 2013 here.
So wow,
It
I
goes
think
way
that was
back. Holy crap!
here it is right here, 2013.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
the slotted McLaren.
spotted McLaren M8 was the
Yeah,
Scotty.
which is the one I have. It's
Yeah, I
crazy.
don't have that one.
Yeah,
Fortunately,
so
those are very expensive. They have a black one on eBay. It's not too bad, but still.
yeah. Anyway, so let's go back. So I choose Scale Auto because I am a sucker for punishment. You guys both choose the Revo slots. I say the Revo slots has never won Scotty before, and I think I'm correct when I say that. But we shall see then. Let's see what the chat says. So who in the chat, whoever's in the chat, name your manufacturer that will win the Scotty Award next year. Go ahead.
Do it. Go
Do
ahead. Make
Do
my
it
day.
now. Yeah. I should record all this and put it onto a website so that we can review it next year and see who was correct or not. Stock car news.
Stock car news. Oh no, quiet please.
Revo slot. Chris Freda says Revo slot. So there's a third one for Revo slot.
Wasn't live.
It'll be interesting to see what when everybody starts releasing their ranges for 2024.
So I got inside.
They made surprise, you know. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So MR Stock Car was a surprise. I mean, I was like, wow, that
Yeah.
thing's cool.
You know,
It was the most anticipated car, I would say, of the year. It was the most
Yeah.
hyped up car. I mean, everybody was doing a video, and everybody was. And my video got great amount of
There you
people
go.
looking
Dave
at it.
says-
That was the prize.
What? Dave's on
Scale
the
Auto.
fence with both of us.
Come on,
Revo slot
Dave.
and Scale
Turn
Auto.
aside, Raul, Dave.
Thanks,
Okay, Dave.
That's right. I like that. That's very diplomatic of Dave to do it that way.
Diplomatic.
See, he agrees with both of us.
That's right.
Oh god.
But based on what we know, that's potentially coming out in 24. Those are decent guesses. But you know, somebody might slide in with something we're not even aware of yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I
Throw
feel
a
like
bomb.
the Shadow had an early announcement, then it took a while to come to market, and like that's where the anticipation of that car really built.
Well,
Those
did you
Dave
see
was
that?
doing updates every so often from Ernie, and it was really kind of cool to watch.
And from Dave,
Yeah, so
Dave
Ernie
was
just
doing
updated,
fucking-
right? The new chassis that they're coming out with for
Yeah.
the brushless system.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a brand new chassis built just for brushless racing. So I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more brushless content next year, because a lot of people are starting to move that way, right? And NSR just did that. Has just built a brushless system, and they just raced a 24-hour race with the brushless system. I think
the
Ernie's
cost
going
will
that
be
way.
real high at first until they start mass producing and make it a little, you know,
Yeah.
it'll
Yeah.
become less. But right now, it's really like high dollar stuff. So,
And
Yeah.
I really feel like the big commercial tracks are the only ones that could handle a car that's running that motor.
yeah, because they have the long.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's mainly a racing thing. Like, MR Slot Car builds racing cars. Let's be
Yeah, I
honest.
agree
Like,
with what Dave says right there. What he just said right there. Brushless is pointless for a hobby. It is
Yeah,
for us.
100%.
Yeah, the home
People
track.
do
Yeah.
brushless.
on
on
a
a
home
home
track for sure, but I think they on a commercial track, I'm pretty sure we'll see brushless systems come out next year.
Yeah.
It did
And-
wonders for the RC guys because I mean,
Yeah, but look at where RC's going back to crawling, because the speed has got out of control right now. So now you see a lot of crawlers. Like, it's going back to that route where it's like crawlers and like I've seen a lot more crawling happening in RC than I've seen speed videos these days, right? So
Yeah, DK Moon's right. You need traction, not horsepower,
yeah.
especially for the home track.
Yeah, so 15K slow quality motor done. Yeah, I agree. Like, I enjoy running my MR slot car at 18K motor.
that's why a lot
awesome.
of guys run 10 volts on their track. You know, like
Yeah.
for wood stuff. They don't, you know, they'll run on 12 for like lap, you know, speeds for laps, but 10 is the optimal one for wood track for home. You know, home wood tracks. because it's just, to me, I run 10. I've done 11 on Area 51, and it does pretty good. You go 12, it may be too much, but it's each to their own, what they prefer.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I mean, like, it's going to be interesting to see how far that technology comes into our hobby space. I'm not too sure if it will actually be mainstream. I don't think it's a mainstream solution to anything, but I do see like it coming more prominent in racing, maybe the endurance racing, because maybe less motor failure. But I don't know. We'll see. It'd be interesting, right?
The guys that do 24 hours.
Yeah. I have no idea, but
yeah, Jeff, that's a good point. That they do have longevity as their, as one of their pluses.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Like a brushless motor running a 24-hour race is probably a little bit more reliable than a CAN motor running it, right?
I think NSR approved that, right, in that last race.
Yeah. So yeah, I see there's a place for it, but it's just not into the home on the home tracks. I don't see it happening on the home tracks unless you're doing drag racing, maybe. Who knows? Then it's just a bullet, So I don't know. Reaction time is what it is then.
A bullet at crotch level.
Yeah.
Basically what it is. You thought your kid swinging their arms around when they were little were bad. Now you have a slot car wedged into you.
George made me cough on that one. Too funny.
It's something new. I don't object to any new things. I mean, it'd be cool to see where it goes, but I don't think it'll go to here. But it'd be interesting to see what see videos on it.
Slot Car 2021. I wish I had longevity.
Yeah. Well. So I predict another thing for 2024.
Well, the bearings were.
I have another prediction for 2024, and you guys can chime in on this. I predict that Harry's going to get the most amount of scratch build cars next year that he's ever had.
You know what? I would say you're right, because there's a lot of first-time builders that haven't stopped.
Yeah.
So let's look at this. So the cars that I have here, there's, I think, a lot of first-time guys, and they're still building. You see them; they're ready, getting their cars ready for, next year for Harry's Posse. So, yeah, I agree with you that I see more scratch building, which to me that's fantastic. Again, like I've always said, I like buying, the regular cars, but to me the scratch building is where it's at. That's where I find my heart driven to anything, and that's the main thing that I push a lot is that.
Yeah, so that's something I predict, and I'm glad you all agree with me. It was a very hard prediction. And next year is the rise of the wood tracks, right?
Limb.
Yeah, I went out on a limb there. Yeah. And then the next year is also the rise of the home wood tracks with all these new, I see a lot of this stuff happening.
There's another prediction right there. You just nailed it. So Kevin, his website will be up January 1st. So all his tracks, and he's planning on also not just the modular stuff. He's told me he wants to build the regular stuff too, the MDF stuff. So I mean, something that's kind of cool. Have both best of both worlds. And I know he wants to do more for the slot car hobbyists as well. I think the hybrid idea is one I'm thinking of that I want to pick his brain on more, to have kind of what Max Tracks does. They do that. They have the digital with the wood layout. That'd be cool for some people who want to retain their digital features and still have an analog capability as well. That'd be cool. So we'll have to see. That's another good prediction, is more wood tracks.
Yeah, it'd be cool. This is something that I think would be really cool. Slot Ars brought it up. Is single chip that could run, analog Carrera, electric switchblade, whatever. But what I was thinking was it would be cool to have a standalone digital system with adapters that will plug into any track, right?
A universal one, you mean?
Yeah, like a standalone, like a standalone system that was developed that could be universal for any track that brought digital racing. That would be something impressive because then you could buy any chip, one chip for any car, and then
car.
use it, right? Like, I think that would be really cool, but I know it's like almost impossible. I don't know. I know the oxygen system is developed to be something like that, but I've never seen it here. Oh, have you ever played around with the oxygen system, Marty, or anybody?
No, nope, I've not
Yeah.
seen it here in the
No,
States.
I think
I'm sure it is here, but I've just not seen it.
Yeah, I mean, I know it will never happen,
Dave,
but
right. That's what I was going for. Dave, will never happen. I would have to agree with him because that's like getting a bunch of countries to agree to do one thing, or
That's exactly right.
where they're more warring with each other than they would be with
We're
trying
we're
to.
asking for the impossible.
Yeah. Exactly. So I would agree with that. It would be nice if the world would hold hands as long with slot car manufacturers, but I just don't see that possible. So Dave's right about that.
Nope.
He's being the realist on that, and I agree
Yeah.
with him.
Yes. Thanks, Dave.
But
We can
it's a dream.
dream. We can dream. Okay, this is called
We can
the
dream.
fortune teller edition. All right.
That's true. This is the fortune teller edition.
Mm.
Unless somebody is wild enough to come up with a way to
Yeah, like an
jailbreak everything,
OBD2
like you have
for
with
rail cars.
analog,
Exactly.
like
That's what
Marty
I'm
did with
saying.
Schematic and non-schematic. If somebody does that and jailbreaks every chip and is able to do that, that's the only way I'd see it do. Says,
We need Dave. We need Dave on this. So
catch on.
yeah, but the OBD2 exactly. Jeff G, you got my drift. Even though it's never gonna happen, at least we can dream. I'll dream about it. Yeah, there you go. What else? Any other predictions? What about you guys? What do you guys predict next year? I have all mine that are coming true, so I'm okay. So, well, no, I failed on the last one, but that's okay.
Here's one. I predict good health to everybody that we know, and that they do well this coming up new year. That's what I predict.
That's right.
Oh, mushy George, here he comes.
Hey, always being nice.
That's
Yeah,
right.
we
Those
do.
like that, those-
I always do that. I think
Those that wish us well and those that don't can go to hell. So,
I think in general the whole hobby, our hobby community, like look at what Boone posted today on his Facebook page. What did he get? 860 comments, 800
Yeah,
emojis. Like that's what our community is all about, right?
He's told you and he's told me he's bored in the hospital, so I understand why he's on there.
Well-
So I talked to him for a little bit, and we kind of were details of what happened, which I'm not going to disclose because that's
Yeah.
his business. But it's he's like, I'm bored. So I
No,
don't
he
blame
put up
him,
a
man.
post today
There's nothing
on.
like having your own place and going home and having your own stuff to be stuck
right.
in a hospital.
Yeah, well-
so I could feel for the guy.
I don't know if you saw his post today. It was like, guys, I'm overwhelmed with all this, but please do not respond to this post because I do not want to be answering any more comments.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
So I think he's maybe bored in the hospital, but he doesn't want any more comments to come through. So let's give him a break. Let's
That's
see. I predict there'll be a lot more slot cars that I want that I can't afford. Way
Yeah.
to go, Daryl. That's the perfect prediction, right there.
You will be broke next year
Yes.
or working more overtime. But surely, let's see, Slaughter.
Slaughter, you can train Rowan to do this. Start now. Put a keyboard in front of him now, Slaughter. Let's go.
It's surely a matter of time if for some hacker code wizard kid gets into slot cars and wires a new digital operation.
I'm pretty
system
sure
that
Dave is
will
already planning this for
Everyone's
Rowan. Oh yeah, by the way, we never wished him. I mean, we haven't officially wished him live. So, congratulations on your newborn, Dave.
Yeah.
Hope you are doing well. Hope I know that he was sleeping the other night when you were able to get on Pete's live stream, and you're obviously on ours. So he's obviously behaving himself really well and sleeping through the night and giving you some time. But enjoy this while you can, sir.
Now, what he needs to do is make sure he posts a picture with his new kid with a controller in his hand and a Riva slot in the other hand. I'd like to see that photo. I think that'd be an awesome photo.
Yeah. I forget because I was on Pete's live stream and we wished like all this has already been done on Sunday, so I sometimes stumble and I forget it on my own live stream, so I apologize. But yeah, we're definitely wish you the best, and it's awesome to have a new addition to the family, Dave, and you're going to be a great dad. And if you want, you can join the Slot Vengers Dad live, what is it? Live chat that we have.
Yeah, that's right.
Hours, no holds barred.
What did I call that? I think it's like it's therapy for dad session by the Slot Car Nerds. Yeah, if you want to join one of those, just let us know. We'll be happy to invite you in. Yeah, but yeah, grandson of mine. Yeah, we forgot to talk about that, and I apologize. But what is this link you put up there, Marty?
So I had Pat. A few people asked about my non-schematic schematic, and Scott.
You got it. Oh, that's cool.
So Scott converted it to a PDF in Visio for me, and so
that's cool. I just saved it. Thank you.
Yeah.
That is
what's
awesome.
crazy is I figured out that
I'm gonna post
Dusty
that on there.
discovered a diode that we could get that will replace all the switches. So I can put this diode in place of a switch to protect the lanes and eliminate almost all of the switches in that box. So I need to do an update to it. So, but there you go, Pat. Pat asked for it. I just thought I'd drop the link in there.
I just posted it on the Area 51 page.
That's funny.
Is there you can see it? Oh, maybe it didn't go through.
Nice. It doesn't look so non-schematic anymore.
I know. It looks like a schematic.
It looks nice and clean, yeah.
You schematicized my non-schematic schematic.
Yeah. Yeah. All the flavors. No, just kidding. By the way, Billy and Amanda got their non-schematic shirts this weekend. So
that's awesome.
Kind of cool. Hey, how are your shirt sales going? Did you release?
So yeah, they got, actually, I think they got ordered today. It wasn't a big order, but I appreciate everybody who jumped in. But it was, I think my guys at Mill City, they were proud of the design they sent me, so I wanted to take care of them.
Yeah.
So I ordered a few.
Rowan's gonna be called Rowan Riva Slot, last name. that's what it's gonna be.
That's right.
Because that's Dave. Dave's christening name will be Riva Slot. What else is there?
I'm getting dad tips from Pete.
Too much.
Help me. That's awesome.
That's just too much.
Pete is great for parenting tips. Yeah, sure. That'd be fun.
That's a lot easier to follow.
Yeah, much better. Now you gotta print that out, Barney. Stick it up somewhere. How
You're
to
welcome,
build a
Pat.
schematic
Sure,
properly.
that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, well, I think we've kind of beaten up 2024 to death. I don't know if there's anything
right.
else. What is the ugliest car of the year going to come out? I don't know.
Well, what's the ugliest car this year?
We already know that one, the pink Cobra that came out from Schoelectric. I don't know what that
Nothing
was.
uglier than that. Wait, think hard. There's other ugly cars.
There's nothing uglier than that car. I refuse. It's a lumpy paint job with glitter on it. Looked like a. I stick by my.
People don't like what I'm gonna say, but I think it's the Mr. Bean one.
No, but Mr. Bean at least is well done. Like, it's well done. It's a Mr. Bean car. If you're into Rowan Atkinson, you definitely pick that one up for your collection.
It's an ugly car. I like Rowan Atkinson and Mr. Bean myself personally. He's funny.
Yeah.
I think that slot car's terrible.
I don't know. At least
Is this the car you're rebuilding, Dave?
The
Dave.
Mustang.
The Schoelectric's Mustang? He just said his next project is building the Schoelectric's Mustang. I was curious if that was it or if it's the notchback.
This guy. Look at this moniker. Rowan, Ewan. It was Riva Slot.
Usher, Simon Leo, Oliver Thomas. Holy smokes, that's a big. Are you Latin? Because Latin people do that. You know, they name a bunch of names to their kids.
Bo, every pink car is ugly.
Yeah, see, even Dave says Bean was a good model at least. I agree. The Bean car is not the ugliest. That fugly, I didn't pink Cobra.
Yeah, we did make fun of it pretty bad on Pete's
yeah.
page, didn't we?
Yeah, I did. I'm sticking to it. I'm
Pete will
sticking
never
to it.
want us back there ever again.
Dave, the one no one likes.
We
That's
don't
the
want no
one no one
Yankees
likes.
or Canadians back over there.
No, the new Mustang. Who's
he's talking about. He's rebuilding the new Mustang
Oh, okay.
that no one likes.
Okay.
The Thunderslot?
Yeah, I watched his video on what he did with the Carrera
Oh, wait a
60th
minute, I know
and
what he's talking about. Never mind. That's
BMW. It was pretty cool.
That's the Electric's Mustang.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
good work with the
Sorry.
scalpel there. I would have just dremeled that out. Scalpel. That was a lot of scoring there, Dave.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't miss that one. Daryl's point out the pink freaking whatever that is, Thunderbirds card.
What?
Thing. That's right.
What's
The
that
six-wheel
Thunderbird
Okay.
thing? Oh,
No,
well, that
one's
hasn't come up
prettier
yet.
than the Cobra.
So you calling that one the ugliest car of next year? That pink thing?
Daryl is.
Daryl is okay. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll call it out
it's
too.
huge too. Have you seen it? Like I saw the prototypes are huge. It's a huge car. It's not a small car.
I don't know if it's big as my Ecto 1. I think my Ecto 1's bigger than that.
Yeah.
Turns corners like my old Honda three-wheeler.
All right. All right, guys. I think we're going to wrap it up for tonight. I'm happy to have all you here. Marty, thank you for injecting us with your magic and
Yeah,
showing
I
up.
know about that.
I appreciate
good
it,
to be
man.
here.
It's always good.
Sorry I was late. Sorry I was late.
Magic, the magic dust that you bring in as Marty. And
It
the
helps
always
with
good to
three
hang out
people,
with you
not just two.
Yeah. George, as usual, always by my side throughout the year. Thank you so much. 3 more to go, guys. 3 more to go. Let's make it the next week. I think we're gonna talk about I don't know what, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, and then I'm hoping that everyone's doing well. Be careful on ladders. Get ready for the holiday season. Hope you guys are doing a lot of shopping and getting a lot of Slot Car products. I don't know if I can buy any more stuff. I've already bought out everything I got for Black Friday. So we'll see what happens. But there's lots of cars to pre-order, as we've seen in this brief 1 hour of shopping, window shopping. There's a lot of money that will be leaving our pockets for next year. So I wish everyone happiness, and we'll catch you later and have fun on rails. Until next time, take care, guys.
See you, fellas.
See ya.